So I wanted to share one of my favorite post-workout snacks. Honestly, it can be a post-workout snack or really an any time of the day snack. One of the things I love about it is that it gets you about almost 25 grams of protein and almost 5 grams of fiber. You hear me talk all the time, protein and fiber. And one of the things about that is that you want your meals to be more bang for your buck. You want your meals to be in alignment with getting your metabolism firing and getting your body to work for you. So this has been one of my favorites. And I will share the macros on this, but it's really fun and it tastes so good. That's one of the things. It should be satisfying. It should work within your macros, more bang for your buck for your metabolism, and it should taste really, really good. So I use the handy dandy food scale. One of the things I do is put the yogurt. This is going to be a yogurt chocolate chip on top of the chocolate rice cakes. And I love the versatility of yogurt because, for example, this one has 20 grams of protein, but I find that whenever you're craving something, salty, chocolate, anything like that, you can always make it work within the goals, and especially if you add Greek yogurt, because protein satisfies you. Protein keeps you full. So it's a great way to add in those fun things that are your favorites. For example, my favorite's chocolate. And so I love adding that little bit of chocolate flair to the chocolate rice cake. And it's really good. So when you're using your scale, use that tare feature. Throw the yogurt or whatever it is you're having right on the scale, tare it to 0, and then you can scoop out however much you want, based on your macro goals. So about 190 grams of yogurt is our 20 grams of protein. So there's about 190 right there. Perfect. The tare feature is awesome because you don't need any extra measuring cups, teaspoons, tablespoons, anything like that. I mean, a little bit of a mess there. Then for the chia seeds, what we're going to do is we're going to put the plate right on the scale, and I'm going to weigh out about 5 grams of chia seeds on there. That's perfect. Again, we're going to we're going to keep that on there. We're going to tare that to 0 again. And then I like to add a little bit of cinnamon. Just adds that little bit of extra fun taste. And then Lily's dark chocolate chips. One of the reasons I love this brand is because they are sweetened with stevia. So instead of the chemical sugars or anything like that, I feel like they are a little bit better for you, a lot less ingredients. Now, one of the things about this is that it says 14 grams is 50 calories. Well, when you do the math and the macros, 14 grams is actually about 77 calories. So that is where labels, marketing, companies are allowed to kind of fudge their numbers a little bit. Companies are allowed to be about 10 to 15% off with their numbers and their labeling. So if you are paying attention to certain macros or you're paying attention to what you're eating and looking at your numbers, it becomes important to actually track it or just to pay attention and see, okay, is that really what it says it is? So there's a lot of labeling errors on there. And if that's the case, if this is 77 calories instead of the 50, we might need to adjust somewhere later on. Either we can do 7 grams of chocolate chips, or we can keep the 14 grams and do something, move something around later on. So if you ever have questions about that, let me know. We can always adjust the meal plans. So we're going to tare our scale to 0 and add those 14 grams of chocolate chips, and that's about 14. They don't like to stay on, so you kind of have to push those on there like this. And then voila, we have, oh, so good, an amazing high protein, high fiber. There's about 5 grams of fiber per like 2 of these in here. So we get the best of everything. We get protein, 20, what did I say, 24 grams. We get 5 grams of fiber. We get sweetness from the chocolate and the chocolate rice cakes, and a very yummy snack that satisfies your cravings, will keep you full a lot longer, and is great for your metabolism and your goals. So if you make these or you add your own flair to your rice cakes, because they're so versatile, let me know and enjoy.